Ryan, hey, can I get a picture with you?
Sure, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Alright, parked my car in Astoria Park. Getting on the subway now.
Bill, at your peak, what were you running per week for mileage?
I was probably around 100 miles up to 140 miles a week, 130, 120, 105. Always going by how I felt. But it was my full-time job. Because I opened a store with my brother Charlie. Charlie ran the store, and I would go to races. You know, and I would meet Tom Fleming from New Jersey. You know, Benji Durden from Atlanta, Georgia. The Japanese runners in Japan, who are among the very best in the world, have a long tradition of success in the marathon, just like we do. 1908, it was a young man from New York City who took the gold medal in London.
Johnny Hayes?
Johnny Hayes. So, a lot of history in our sport, we're all part of it. It's an incredible sport. Olympics. The Olympics, you know.
I want to tell a brief Boston story about Bill Rogers. The Japanese runners, one of them that he described as a guy named Toshihiko Seiko. And he was the best runner in the world, ranked #1. And Bill was considered the best before that, and had actually gone to Fukuoka, right? And what they called the World Championship was in Japan. So Seiko then made the mistake of coming into Bill's backyard. He came to Boston and raced him. And what happened at Heartbreak Hill?
Well, he didn't know the course. He didn't
Learn the course.
That's what I was saying. If you live in New York, if you can run, you know, parts of the course, get it, and go into Central Park. I love those downhills. That's why I said in the beginning, don't go too hard. Take your time, run behind others, take your time. Save your energy for coming the last 6 or 8. That's what Meb does, you know. Smart runner. That's why he did so well. It's hard to do because we get so emotional. 2 million people screaming, go, go, go. Sometimes you have to listen to them. Sometimes you have to say, wait. I'm not ready. I feel tired. I'm whipped, you know. And once I dropped out with a mile to go in a marathon, and I was winning it 3 miles earlier, and I was so dehydrated, and my legs started to cramp up. And this Beijing International Marathon, big marathon. I wanted to win that race so much, you know. But this another guy, American guy, Ron Tabb, went on to win that race. You know, but sometimes you have a good day and other times you don't, and so it's figuring it out. You know?
Like that time in Boston against Seiko? What happened that day?
Yes, Toshihiko. He and I became great friends. But he in Japan, Fukuoka Marathon, southern Japan, it's like Boston. It's the oldest Japanese high-level marathon, and so Seiko won it. The Japanese could not win their big marathon because all the runners from around the world would come in. You know, Frank Shorter of America, 4-time winner there. So Seiko is only 22 years old. He won the race and made his mark. And then he thought, you know, I can beat anybody, and he could. He is ranked one of the top guys, but he didn't know the Boston course. But then he came back and he beat me and broke my record by a second. And the crowd pulling along. So don't get freaked out at the start. Bide your time. Wait for the last half. Most of the coaches will tell their runners, wait for the last. Wait till you're at 30K. If you feel good then, you can pick it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's all kind of eking that out, you know, and draft, run behind other runners, save your energy.
Especially if it's windy.
Yes.
So, just got another little interview with Bill Rogers, talked to him about everything. He asked me how I was doing. I was doing good. I'm running the 5K tomorrow. I see the guy everywhere, man. Great guy to talk to. Now I'm heading to Central Park, a little easy run, and just gonna hang out a little bit. So, bada bing, bada boom. At the Hilton, this is where all the elite athletes are staying. So, just gonna go stalk them out, see what we find.
No, it's okay. That's a dangerous thing to do.
At the Hilton, waiting for Matt. I don't think I'm going to see him because I don't think I'm going to wait here all day. A couple of Ethiopians came into here. You can see just a couple of the professionals, but really nobody I know right now other than Bill Rogers himself at the Expo. Yeah, that's about it. Ryan, hey, can I get a picture with you?
Sure, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Alright, I'm here with Hishan. Introduce yourself.
Hisham here in New York City, Hilton. Here for the New York City Marathon, and I have one athlete running representing Mrs. Kali Marachi from Ethiopia. She's 30 years old, and she's the 2017 New York Road Runner Club Team Champion. Second at Grandma's Marathon this year in 2:32. She's the first cousin of Doratu Tulu, and also cousins with the legendary Dibaba sisters. So she comes from a big running family, and we're hoping she can run a top 10 this year in New York.
Amazing. And so we just talked about New York and the training in New York and how it's your home and home for a lot of other people. How do you feel about just living and training in New York and bringing the athletes here?
I'm born and raised in the Bronx as well as my parents. So I've been in New York City all my life, and I had the honor to run New York 3 times myself as a recreational runner. It's the greatest marathon. It's not an easy course, but we have many spectators out there to push along the way, and it's just an all around beautiful marathon.
Yeah. All right. So thanks for watching, and so nice for the interview and everything, and hopefully we see some cool athletes. We just met Ryan Hall, and that's it. Never stop running, guys. Those are the
Lebanese is from Europe.
Okay.
Hussein Maki is Lebanese descent.
Okay.
Also is Colombian.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, I came here 2 years ago to meet up with Yuki Karuchi, and it's.
What does he say?
She has the meeting right now, so I don't want to hold her back or anything, but
Yeah, picture takes the center.
I guess so. Yeah, meeting Ryan Hall is just the first time right now. Like, it's,
Hello.
he's been a huge inspiration for like all my running and everything, everything like that.
Ryan Hall is diesel.
Yeah, what's he doing? Just
Dude,
bodybuilding?
That's where he's big
Just
his move for
lifting.
Rick though. He's one of our local elite athletes. Get a nice picture of him. He's one of the nicest men in Ethiopia. Very nice, good man.
Let me get a
Nice
picture
smile.
of
Get him, he's photographer.
yeah. Alright. Cool, man. So what are you gonna run Sunday?
You run?
I'm running the 5K. So yeah, tomorrow.
Oh yeah, good luck.
Would 14:05 be good for the road or not? It's okay.
Good.
What does he run? Like a 13,
He's
12 something? Brendan Martinez. Hisham over here is literally telling me everybody who walks by. Everybody who walks by. And I'm just waiting here, photo after photo, Ned, Brian, whatever, Des Linden, right here in the Hilton. So what we were saying about not too much track speed too soon, but it's really just it's kind of a mental thing.
I would say, yeah, I think burning out is a myth, and I don't look at burning out or
Yeah. So too much speed too soon is not really gonna burn you out. It's just more a mental thing. But if you're working slowly, kind of.
Right. I mean, there's always ways to kind of keep on improving throughout the season. So let's say you're running, I'll make it up. For me, let's say I run a 25-second 200 in November. Everyone's like, well, we're gonna go by January, right? You know, and I'm like, well, then you can always add a couple more. You know, you can. Who says that you can't get down to 23 by January? Yeah. But I mean, you won't get to 23 if you don't start to 25 in November. You know, you're not gonna get to doing 28, 29, or 30-second 200s, and all of a sudden just magically drop it to 23 when you need it.
So around November is the deal, really, to start getting into that track stuff.
I mean, honestly, we start. I mean, our group, we start 200s as a staple workout early on in the fall. I mean, even in October, we're doing 200s and hills as a staple workout that we touch on about once every 2 weeks. And let's start for 31 second 200s. And by the time the season's rolling around, I'm running 26, 25s outdoors. You know, that's an annual thing I do.
That's so true. Yeah, because speed is like something I completely lack. I'm all like mileage, endurance, strength. When it comes to a track, I kind of like hang on to the field and place 4th or 5th PR, but never like have a kick,
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in strength. I'm a strength guy, obviously, for the mile. But the way I look at it is, if, like you said, I think you said your mile repeats are 425-ish, at the fastest. Well, if you bring these 200s down, it's going to bring your quarters down, which is going to help that mile repetitions.
So true.
I mean, if you're doing all these tempos, which are great for your strength, it's not going to really help bring the mile down. But you're doing a little bit faster 400s. It's all just kind of a domino effect.
That's so true. So definitely more track speed after the base, more of that speed.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is just inject it here and there. I mean, you don't have to design a whole workout for 200s. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. You're not trying to. I mean, your speed. What's great is, since you don't have that great of speed, you can just touch on it after a tempo and run 30-31. It's all you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Think about it. 30 seconds is 4 minute mile right there. You're not even coming close to that with your mile repetitions. So
no, not at all.
So 30 is all you need. I mean, we're not looking for something like earth-shattering here. You spike up, but just touch on it. And 6, 8, 200s. Build yourself up to 10. Start bringing them down to 29.
Long, slow progression into that is the key for not getting injured or anything.
Take a good 200 jog. It's not about slow recovery. It's not about fast recovery. Take full rest, take 200 jog, and make sure you get the 200 down.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, so cool, dude. Thanks so much for the advice. This is awesome meeting you.
And good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, if I see you around, I'll tell you how it goes, and hopefully I see you in indoor season.
All right, cool.
So
appreciate it.
Enjoy. Take care. And that's Centuous for you. Nice interview with Centuous. Oh yeah, great talker, great interview. Learned a lot right there. Didn't get the whole thing on camera, but okay. Here at Central Park, just met the famous Ryan Hall, finally, my greatest inspiration. So many years I tried to find him, and all of a sudden he's just right there in the hotel. Amazing. Jeez. I don't know what to say. I came here by myself today and ran to Hisham, that one of the agents for some of these professional athletes, some of these canyons. I've met him before. Very good guy, and we were talking for 2-3 hours just about everything, about the athletes, the marathon, training, travel. Him as an agent, he said he travels a lot everywhere, Japan and all this stuff. And I'll tell you, running is a great world to get into if you could do it on a high level. And my dream would be to run this race, the New York City Marathon, in a couple of years once I get my time down, ready for like a 2:12 or 2:11. But to be here is like, just the experience of, my life. Ever since I was a little kid, I was like, I see these guys on TV and, they're running, they're doing all this inspiring stuff, and I'm like, I want to do that because I want to be somebody one day. I want to be Ryan Hall. I want to be that guy who walks, into a hotel, and then some kid comes up to you and like, hey, can I get a picture with you? See, I want to be that person who sets the ground for everybody and be like, this is what I do, this is what I love to do. And I'm on here, YouTube, to say, this is what I like to do. I like to travel, I like to run, I like to do this, and I want to inspire you guys to do the same, to live your life, do what you want to do, fuck shit up, not give a damn about what everyone thinks. Come to the city, go travel alone. I do a lot of alone traveling because nobody's just around to do this stuff, and I am. And I love it. So let's keep going.
Missing someone.
Boom, so that's a wrap. 6th place finish today. The course was tough. It's all uphill from the river to Central Park, but placed really good. This Ethiopian group, Kenyan group, last half mile, they always get me. So it's good to know that I'm in my top shape right now and everything, and I'm up with that pack. But now it's going to be time to start turning the speed over and getting some track work in. No real workouts other than the big fartlek aerobic stuff, so the second step for this track season is going into that. The race didn't go out too fast, but man, it was crowded. Just got like pushed down like right in the beginning. I'm like, oh my god, it's like... And we got out beautiful weather today. Just what the doctor ordered. My body felt good, turnout was great, and I powered up those hills, you know, up 100 feet or so from the river. And man, 14:45, 14:46, first American, first New Yorker, where I should be. Now, next year we got to bring up to the next step and win the race. So my first New York Road Runners race officially. Never did one before. Then I cooled down with Desi Davila. She was the 7th in her race, I believe. But great person. Good person to talk to, a good person to hang out with after the race. Met a lot of cool faces, and now I have to go coach the high school team at their meet. Never stop running, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see if my car is still here.
Missing someone.